Well, I set a goal for myself. I don't know if I was vocal about it, but I did set a goal for myself saying that I would complete the 100 burpee challenge by my birthday, which is tomorrow, the 18th. So that means today, today's today. Gotta do it. I've been putting this off for a long time, and there's no more stalling now. Not even for this video. So let's get to it. Woohoo! Well, before I get started, I want to give a special shout out to my good friend Sean, who works at Fast Signs on 114th and Dodge, because he, to commemorate the going to 100-ness of today's episode, made me some amazing glass stickies for the big studio door. But he didn't stop there. He made me a stack of stickers about this thick, and my safety mat now has my logo on it. So, Kenan Goes to 100 is going to be everywhere in this video. Sean, thank you very much. See, do I still look good when I do this? Okay, I guess we're getting to it. I have a little means of counting over here. Oops. Because literally, if I've learned anything from the last few videos, it's that I cannot count, do burpees, and try to talk all at the same time. So it's just a calculator app. Hit 1 + 1, and I'm just going to hit equals every time I do one. And that's how we're going to keep track. I got nervous and decided to do a little bit more stretching before we actually got moving with these. Double check the recording. Okay, we are recording. Here we go. That counter's starting at 2. So I'll start hitting that when I get to 2. I can't believe that this is actually my goal for today. One. It begins. Both of my hips are doing that pop thing. Oh no. There's 2. I'm gonna start using the counter now. What a tumultuous day. I'm gonna bring this a little closer to me so I don't have to go off free. There we go. 3. Nice. So like I said, I'm doing these today. This has to be happening today because I set a goal. 4. I set a goal for myself that I was going to have these done by my birthday, which is tomorrow, the 18th. 5. But that doesn't mean that the channel's over, obviously. It's called Kenan Goes to 100 because that means something else now. It doesn't just mean I do 100 burpees. 6. It now means I go all the way. I do everything as hard as I possibly can. And what that's going to mean for the rest of the channel is that I'm trying to get to know you, to let you know, get to know me, and entertain you and make you happy as hard as I can. I'm glad that I have that because I already forgot how many I did. I was gonna say 4 when I got it right there. Holy shit. I've put myself 3 behind already. What an idiot. I literally just almost said 5. Wow. What is wrong with me? I do want to say a big, huge thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel, been watching videos. We're at 141 subscribers as of this very second of this video. And it's amazing, it makes me feel so good. There's 10. We're 1/10 of the way there. Just gotta do that 9 more times. No biggie. I also want to say thank you to everybody that has been sharing the channel, getting their friends to check it out, getting their friends to subscribe. Obviously, I need to get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can monetize this channel and start getting paid for the content that I'm putting out, which is essentially free advertising for all of these games and developers. And I can recoup some of my costs, like buying wrinkly bricks and all these lights and stuff. So that's good. So thank you everybody that's helping me get subscribers. The more there are of us, the merrier. The more fun we'll all have. $13. Whew. I should have got water. I gotta get water. I'm gonna get water. It's right here. See, I'm still in frame. Still in frame. Hi. Hi, everybody. $14. And also, wow, thank you to everybody who has been buying things from the store. That's something that's super wild concept to me. Not only having merchandise with my image on it, but having people purchase that merchandise and wear it. And in some cases, post pictures for me to see them wearing that merchandise. Very, very cool. Oh, I'm really out of breath. I gotta admit, I'm not in the best of shapes today. You haven't been in the best of shapes for like a year and a half, dude. But went to work today, had kind of a weird day at work. Last night was super weird. The night before, I did something that everybody dreads. Me and my wife Michelle just made some really, really awesome new friends, and we've been hanging out with them a lot recently. And they have this really great dog. You've probably heard me talk about her on the channel. Her name's Ray, little Boston Terrier. And it was just me at the house, and Noodle and Ray were playing. They were here 1 second, right here in the studio. And we leave the door open, and they can run in and out, play in the yard. The yard's fenced. They were in here, they left. My guitar player shows up, and he's like, "Hey man, how you doing?" 19. I was like, "Yeah man, did you see the Boston? Like, see how cute that dog is? Does it remind you of my old dog?" And he's like, "What Boston? What?" Long story short, I lost our new friend's dog while I was supposed to be watching the dogs. Dog's gone. 20. 2/10 of the way there. So yeah, Noodle's just like, yeah, what's up? Race gone. I don't know what to do now. You want to play? We, of course, we did the, like, search the house, you know, everything. Ask the neighbors, hey, did you fucking see it? And after about 10 minutes, 15 minutes of searching, I'm like, fuck, I gotta call our friends. Gotta call our friends and be like, hey, I lost your dog. So I thought, because the dog was chipped, that meant you could GPS locate the dog. Not the case. Called the Humane Society, which they could have been quite a bit more helpful. And we're like, hey, can you track the dog? And they're like, yeah, that's not how that works, idiot. I'm like, okay, fuck. So we spent the entire night until the wee hours of the morning driving around in our cars, about 5 or 6 of us. I had to actually stop and get gas at one point. And nobody could find the dog. There was one sighting of it, like way the fuck off, like across a busy street and in some random neighborhood. Some people from the neighborhood started getting curious about what the fuck we're doing, driving around their neighborhood multiple times, so they started helping us look. And nobody could get eyes on this dog. Like fucking nobody. I was seeing raccoons, possums, every cat in existence. I'm like, dude, I'm seeing shit that its entire existence relies on its ability to not be spotted. And I'm spotting those, and not this dog. Nobody was. It was wild. Eventually, everybody kind of had to go home and go to sleep, but it's fucking February, and this is a Boston Terrier, very short-haired dog, bald spots even on her belly. This dog is not built to be outside. That's 25. We're a fourth of the way there. Woohoo! So everybody's just, nobody got any sleep. We just kind of waited until the sun came up. The second that sun was up, everybody was out driving again. And about, I don't know, I'm gonna guess 9 or 10 in the morning, somebody spots the dog. We all converge, catch the dog. Ray's home safe now. She did look like she maybe got in a scuffle with something, and a little scratches and a little puncture wound on her buns. So her parents took her to the vet, had her checked over. Everything's fine. But man, I was freaking out. I'm like, it's hard to make friends as an adult, especially ones that you actually like, not just ones you can tolerate and put up with so that you have friends to hang out with. Legitimately really, really like these people. And I'm like, I just fucking lost their dog. They're gonna hate me for the rest of my life. And luckily we found the dog, and the dog's okay. Could have gone so much worse. Then they'd really hate me. So I got some pretty good sleep last night, but because we found the dog, but I don't know, it just kind of messed me up. A whole night with no sleep, and the guts were in a mess. I was actually going to do this yesterday. I was just so freaking mentally and physically exhausted. But there was just no way. There's no way it was going to happen. Anyway, there's a little snippet from my life. I told you I wanted to share things with you. Sometimes I kind of feel like my life is like that show. You might have seen it as a kid, depending on how old you are. It was called Erie, Indiana. There's 30. That's one of my old records. Erie, Indiana. There's a show that took place, hang on, my undies are riding up. Show that took place in Indiana, a place called Erie. And it was like this kid, and only him and his little like sidekick friend noticed the weird shit going on in the town. All the adults were like completely oblivious to it. Like It style, you know? And they would like, they hang out in the attic of their house, the main kid's house. He had this curio cabinet, and they always had a piece from every adventure they went on, every weird thing, and I'd tag it and put it in this cabinet. It was a really cool show. But yeah, this poor kid, just weird shit only seemed to happen to him. Sometimes my life feels that way. How about you? Does your life ever feel that way? You're like, Jesus Christ, this kind of shit doesn't happen to anybody else. Why me? Why am I always the person that shit happens to? God, cold water is the best thing that ever existed in the world. 33. And so I was thinking in my head, okay, 31, because I only remembered make the comment about 30. I should have been doing this the whole time. 34. Actually, at 33, we were a third of the way there. Oh, about 33.3 repeating. Whatever. Isn't it weird that numbers never touch? That's weird. Some of you are going to understand what I mean by that. Because there's an infinite amount of numbers between 3 and 4. Or 4 and 5. There's 3.1 on into infinity. The numbers never actually touch. It's weird. Shit's weird. Shit's weird, bro. $36. There's something else weird happened today. I'm an electrician. So I go to work today, and I'm working in a boiler room. Big, scary boiler room with big, gigantic boilers. And all these things are just pressure vessels, bombs, essentially. I had to replace the panel, and all it's got in one room in front of one of the boilers, because one of the metal discs on the boiler just blew the fuck off, slammed into the panel, shot steam all over, like shut everything out and everything melted. So where I'm working, I'm like, so that shit that's a thing that can happen. What the fuck? You're just kind of always listening for I don't know, your inevitable death. But, so today I'm in that room. It's not too far removed from the rest of the building, but it's fairly removed. And I turn around, and there's steam shooting out of what should be a completely sealed, like welded, shut chunk of pipe. And I'm like, that's not supposed to happen. Shit. I don't know if I hit the button there. Pretty sure I did. 39. Hopefully I hit it. If not, I'm off. I'm behind by 1, which is fine. As long as I don't think I'm ahead and not hit 100. But anyway. So the steam is shooting out super high pressure, and the pipe that is shooting out of is starting to glow red. This copper pipe is glowing red. And I'm like, oh, fuck this. I pack up all my shit and I haul ass out of there. And I got a quick video of it on my phone, which I don't think I can show you. But I show it to their maintenance department. 40. I'm like, hey, you might want to take a look at that. They are like, oh fuck, you know, they're trying to maintain that professional, like, we got this under control. But as I'm walking out, I can see a group of these maintenance guys walking with that, like, all right, don't freak anybody out. Don't let anybody know that we're scared. But like, I'm like, oh fuck. So I just called out of work today. I was like, I don't want to even be in this building if something were to go wrong. I don't need to see somebody running and screaming that got fucking hit with a giant blast of high pressured steam. Steam that's hot enough to make a pipe glow red, by the way. Like, I don't need to see that person running around in pain screaming. So I was like, I'm out. And so I got home, ate some breakfast. Oh, yeah, I got fast food breakfast on the way home. I didn't feel like making anything. And that also is, it's kind of bouncing around in my tummy right now. Like, you idiot. You have to do 100 burpees today. And you ate this? So I'm kind of paying for that right now. Hey. There was a case of it. I touched it and it didn't go. 43. So I got that bouncing around my tummy. I did though at the place. I said, give me a shitload of sauce. So much sauce packets. I was like, give me so much that you're worried about my safety. And they gave me a complete extra bag. Like, probably 50, maybe even more sauce packets in there. It's pretty sweet. But you could tell that they had in the box that they grabbed them out of, some had broken. So there was like sauce, goop and dried sauce on there. And I was like, yeah. So when I got home, I threw them all in the sink and washed them. I'm gonna take them shits to work. And I'm not telling you what kind of sauce it is, because that company is not a fucking sponsor. 45. I like that I'm always like, this is good iced tea. And I'm not going to tell you because they're not a sponsor. As if that company is going to be like, hey, I bet you he's talking about us. Let's ask him and give him some money to actually say our name. Maybe someday we'll get there. I won't get anywhere without your help. It's all up to you. If I succeed, it's not going to be on my own. Uh-oh, the doctor's phone. Other people that I really want to thank, the people that are on Patreon. We're a small but mighty group. And I'm very grateful for those people. You could join. If you're not on the Patreon, you could jump on there. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I enjoy posting. A lot of personal stuff that I like to say to those people. I like to make polls and ask questions. Talk about new playlists I'd like to make, like the Drink Along Story Hour, which I'm in the works of setting up. You just need to get some money together, because you can't just shoot it with one camera. You're gonna need 2 cameras. Oh, and I'm vetting people. Whew, almost forgot to hit the button. I'm vetting people, like, hey, would you like to do this? Do you have an interesting story? Can you tell me a little bit about the story? But don't tell me the whole story. You know, I kind of want to be the first to, I don't want to know everything about the story before I'm hearing at the same time you are. We're at 48. That's really good. My hip doesn't hurt too bad. They are popping. They're both popping on this video. So, thank you to the Patreons. Thank you so much. Thank you to the Patreons. Thank you to the people that are buying merchandise. Thank you to everyone that's subscribed. And thank you to everyone who is sharing my channel on their Facebooks, at work, to their friends, by word of mouth. Whatever way that you are able to share this page and bring people to it so that they can join the fun. I can get to know them, they can get to know me, and I can have a chance to make their day a little bit brighter. 50, we're halfway there. Yes, and I'm not feeling too bad. I mean, this is hard. This sucks a little bit, but I feel like I got a good chance. I'm getting through this water pretty quick. I also did something that I never ever wanted to do, but I realized probably needed to. I was going to reach an even bigger audience than what I have now. I made a Twitter account. And don't get me wrong, I'm not one of these anti, fucking big brother, anti fucking, whatever. I just thought it was weird to have a Twitter account where I had nothing to say. What was I gonna say? Hey, I still exist, But now I have something to say. I have updates about the channel that I can share with everybody. My Facebook is jam-packed, full of the weirdest memes that I could possibly find. So if you're following me on Facebook, you know what I'm talking about. I post a lot of really weird shit. So anything about the channel gets buried. And I think, okay, I need something. That one was hard. I need a way to talk to people about the channel only. I'm still gonna post shit on Facebook. There's gonna be a lot of people on Facebook that don't have Twitter or don't follow me on Twitter or won't follow me on Twitter. What game was I playing? We played a game and it was like, do you have any enemies? Do you have any haters or something like that? It was like a quiz game. Survey? It was the survey? Something like that. Because I love surveys. Anyway, and I was like, do you have any enemies? Do you have any haters? I was like, fuck, I don't think so. I'm sure that there are people out there that don't like me. Because I'm so pretty. There's got to be somebody out there that doesn't like me. Did I hit that? I don't know. 55. So if there is somebody out there that doesn't like me, I'll just tell you right now, sorry. Whatever I did to make you not like me, sorry. But it's all on you, because I don't dislike you. 56. If you leave, the last video that I posted of me doing burpees was 63, no, just 60 burpees. 4 more and we'll hit that. I think we're gonna make it today. I have to make it today. I'm gonna be so sore on my birthday. 57. I think a lot of you know, yeah, I'm 37 right now, so I'll be 38. And the weirdest part is, like, all the stuff that older people told me when I was younger. Was growing up, most of my friends were at least 20 years older than me. Everything they told me about life and what would happen to me, they were completely right. Like, when you get old, shit breaks for no reason. And I'm not even old. Hangovers get super bad out of fucking nowhere. Literally, everybody I know that is 30 or older, they pinpoint the year 30. The year they turn 30, all of a sudden hangovers, boom, just started knocking them over. And I'm like, only had 2 beers. Why am I hungover? And everybody that knows me knows the fact that I just said 2 beers. It's pretty funny. It's 59. Gotta keep stretched. The sweat is starting to drip into my eyes. Okay, this one is our last record. 60. Okay, everything is gravy. Everything is gravy. We're 60% done. 6/10 of the way there. We only gotta do 30 more. My hip is killing me. This one's okay. This one's, oh, yowza. Yowza, yowza. Ouchie, wah. Okay. 61. New record, new best. Actually, every single one of these from here on out is going to be my new best. Personal records. You know, it'd be kind of fun if I did a compilation video. Just something real short. Show me the first video, like the middle video, and then now, because I believe this will be video number 15, 14 or 15. So, not too shabby. $62. I will say something I said in one of my first or second or third video. When I started getting lights in the mail, I was like, it's going to be really interesting to see me get better at burpees and get better at this recording. You know, recording myself, and it's going to look better. I'll get better at editing. And I think it really has. Like, by leaps and bounds, actually. I've been making videos ever since I was in high school. A friend, Joe, and I would make little shorts. This is before Chappelle's Show did it. Like, I don't know where we got this idea. Maybe it was like kind of the Mad TV, Saturday Night Live type skits that inspired us to do this. This is back when VHS tapes went in, you know, or mini DVD tapes, physical tapes. Were in your camera. The cameras were huge. Some of you had to set on your shoulder. I can't remember if we used that style, but and we had to record everything to tape, so it was a lot of planning, which we barely did. We should have planned more. But it was just like dick and fart and humor, whatever humor. I've really grown up humor-wise since then. But we would then buy packs and packs of these tapes. It would take shit to render, which I bet there's people out there that don't even know what, don't even know about rendering video so that you can edit it. And digitize it from the tape onto the computer, then cut it together. You didn't really get a preview of anything because that would require rendering, and rendering took forever. It'd take like 24 hours to render. Maybe Joe would know more than me, but he'd probably have a better memory. 24 hours to render maybe a 5-minute clip. I mean, not even 5 minutes. Not even 24 hours. you imagine editing videos back then? We did it. And then we would copy those onto VHS tapes and try to sell them at school. We even had a party once, a viewing party where everybody was gathered at this girl's house. I think her name was Sarah. She had like, she's the only kid we knew that her parents had a big screen TV. We had a viewing party at her house. We sold tapes at school for $5 a piece. And somewhere out there on the internet, those videos still exist. I bet Joe still has them. I thought I had them on a hard drive, but I don't know, maybe I'll look for them. Would anybody want to see those? Videos of me in high school? I'm about this skinny. No facial hair, obviously. Bleach blonde, because that was the style back then, wearing Jinko jeans and, Quicksilver shirts. You name it. Like, every joke about the late 90s, early 2000s, I totally embodied. I was into nu metal, which I still am. Corn, Slipknot. '68. We were really close. You just whistled there. Did you hear that? Actually, surprised. I'd be surprised. I'm surprised that you're still watching. Have you actually watched all of these? All the burpees that I did? This is probably a long video. If you actually sat here and watched them all and listened to me blab this whole time, you're awesome. And I love you. You make me feel like I'm doing something right. 70. So that's the sign that you care. You give a shit. You give a shit about me. I give a shit about you. Oh, wow. This hip is so mad at me right now. 30 more to go. That's it. Just 30 more. That's 3 tens. You ever measure things that way? Like you break it up into blocks so it doesn't seem so bad? I've heard kids be like, how many days until whatever? And they tell them, they're like, so that's like 4 sleeps. I always thought that was funny. I've actually heard a couple. Holy shit. So my phone stopped recording me doing burpees. Somewhere around 70, it just fucking stopped. So this is me trying to go as fast as I can so that you can see I'm fucking at 90. So somewhere between 70 or wherever it stopped and 90, it didn't record. So I just hope you believe me. Like, I really did do them. I'm gonna keep going. And it's up to you whether or not you believe me. 91. That fucking sucks. That really fucking sucks. Damn it. 92. Three. 6. Seven. Ready. Last one. It sucks so bad that my phone cut off. What a shit thing to do, you stupid phone. But here we go. Last burpee. I made it to 100. 100. Fuck. There was only one thing that could go wrong. Only one. And it did. Somewhere around burpee 70, fucking iPhone stopped recording. I don't know if it ran out of storage space or what, or if it just only, like, iPhones only record a certain amount of video. But it stopped recording, and I got to like 90 before I noticed it. And I only noticed it because the phone screen went dark. And I was like, that's weird. I promise I would never lie to you about this. I did those burpees. I took this camera and I ripped it out and I bent the stand down as fast as I could so not too much time had passed between me doing my last burpee and doing the next one, so that they would still be continuous. But fuck. Anyway, I'm not gonna let that get me down. I know I did it. And I am super fucking happy that this is something that I could put behind me. It's a notch on my belt, a mark on my bedpost, a line in a song. So, we did it! We went to 100. I think it was like 14 or 15 videos. I guess I'll find out once I make this one and look at my files. We got there. This is something I never thought I ever would have done. Ever in a million years. When I started the channel, the whole point was that I thought doing 100 burpees was impossible for me. Like, literally impossible. I thought it was going to take months and months and months, if not years, of working out and hard work. And I think I've only been running this channel for 6 weeks, maybe 7 at this point, 6 or 7 weeks. And I went from not ever doing a burpee to doing 100 in a row. That's pretty awesome. So, I don't know what I was talking about in those, from between 70 and 90 and those 20 burpees, but I do want to make sure I say thank you once again, just like I did at the beginning of this video. Thank you to everybody that subscribed and sharing this channel so that we have more people subscribed, so that someday I can be monetized, make a little money. Also, the more the merrier. We have a lot of fun here, and I'd like to share everything with as many people as possible. Make people happy. So, thank you everyone that subscribed. Thank you everyone that's a Patreon. You mean the world to me. Thank you everyone that's been buying merchandise. That is the coolest fucking thing in the world. I still have yet to see somebody out in the real world just wearing some of my merch. I think I might shit my pants a little bit
And they'd be like, hey, are you? And I'm like, I gotta go. And they're like, he said he would shit his pants. He said he would, and he did it. He did it. He's a man of his word. And it's true. I am a man of my word. I really did those burpees. Oh. I'm going to cut this video together, get it out to everyone as soon as possible. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I love you all. And on that note, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!